Yo, what up everybody? Welcome back to Toasty is Bad at Analogue, a hate series, which is actually a podcast thinly veiled as a Let's Play series. Alright, we got some more stuff in Block 3 with Misogyny, the bombastic wife and leader of Girls' Day. Laughable situation. Oh, it's only 2 pages. I cannot believe just 2 years ago I was actually excited about moving into the Smith home with my husband. Oh, how shortly this lasted. Also, for some sort of, stuff, context. This is year 1313, quite a bit before any of this other stuff happened. I find it funny. The first time I realized that I would have to compete for his affections with every common woman and every courtesan that I came across, I was so shocked. Dude's a player. He's got side bays on top of side bays. Probably has like 6 phones. The first time he brought one home, I cried for a week, and mother-in-law was furious with me, claiming it was my fault for not being enough for him. Now I realized the insanity of her reasoning, as if she wouldn't have already known her son was simply that sort of man. The only person who had any right to be shocked was me. Still, I struggled for his attention, but now is all but banal. If the truth is to be told, there is something that I would tell not my mother-in-law, nor Mute. Mute popping up again. I feel like Mute is also not an AI, but someone who is real here. Nor least of all my husband. I do not even fight for his affections for his own sake. It is pure selfishness on my part. Why are they drinking sake, yo? This is Korea. They should be drinking soju. Or at least like makgeolli. Or at least like chonga. Chonga is so good. All I wish for is some indicator that it isn't as though I'm unattractive. It isn't as though I'm unlikable. Any affection he gets is simply an attempt at fishing that affirmation out of him and nothing more. Dang. So this dude is like, I think in classical society, that was like pretty normal. Like even in stuff like Game of Thrones and stuff, people have mistresses and all sorts of, courtesans and things like that. Daughter. Do they have a daughter? That wasn't in the family tree. For the past 2 months, ever since it became impossible to hide that she was with child, Jangmin has been living in our house and no visitors have been allowed to come in. It's created an incredibly awkward state of affairs. I can hardly stand to be in the same room with that courtesan, let alone live with her. Yo, he's living with like his mistress in the same house as his wife? That's weird. Till recently, so few words we exchanged, I did not even know her name till the 3rd week of her living here. Her husband has made me agree to go along with the fiction that the child is actually mine. Oh, that's why. That clears things up. Which, well, I've yet to give him one myself. So if that is how I'm to make up for it, then that is what I'll do. I thought it was going to be so hard to keep that pretense, to pretend that this child is my own while the real mother lives under the same roof, yet apparently not. As it turns out, the whole charade has been for absolutely nothing. After all, the child turned out to be a girl. Of course, I'm sure Jangmi is quite happy, since she's already been bought out in the hopes that we could pretend that her son was mine. But an illegitimate daughter, well, who cares? It would almost be funny, if not for the fact that it means I will have to live with that constant reminder of how little my husband cares for me. Almost. But not really. It's not. That's pretty tragic, actually. Highest Magistrate Smith Sangmin. He's the High Magistrate? Oh, he was the old High Magistrate, I guess. Not keep his pants on. Because Yongsuk was elected in... No, the Park replaced him in, 321. Oh, and they were saying how they made him look bad and stuff. Okay. Got it. Could cousin feel the same? At least it was easier on Solji. No, it's awful. Yeah. I mean, that also is awful. Like that worse from the man to ignore her entirely. Yeah, that would be the... that existence is actually the worst. I don't think her marriage was worse than mine, but I think I had something. At least I didn't have to worry about scandals that blow up in the family's face. There's one thing that's good about being the emperor's consort, I guess. So all he ever paid attention to was women who were in his wife, and all this sort of business. Here, I'll show you what all that is. Looking at this, it feels like he spent more time with his brothers than his wife. That's what I want to read about, dude. That one dude got murdered. Alright. Interesting. We have an entry from Mute here. And a clerk. Alright, before we do this, let's oops, didn't want to do that. Yeah. Let's do some cosplay. Let's you know, I'm not really into schoolgirls. It makes me uncomfortable. Costume change. What? Isn't that how you help? Whoa, we got a lot of... Oh, change outfit, that's what it is. We have a lot of new commands here. Power control, PSS, reactor, copy. Humboldt made detective, signed... Yo, detective. That sounds dope. Yo. Oh, I guess I have to do change outfit, detective. Nice. Quit. Love to look at those other commands later. There's still so much going on. Yo, ballin'. Yo, does it change your personality too? Because that's awesome. I knew the dame was in trouble the moment they connected to my ship. Couldn't say a word. Left all the questions for me. Aw. Yeah, expert detective work on my part. Now we both match. I mean, obviously you're some sort of investigator, so I think this goes especially well, right? I mean, don't you think? You're a cute sidekick. But still, waifu pass revoked. Based off a movie I saw as a child. Huh. I guess it's supposed to be Sherlock Holmes, but it's not quite right, but I'll give you a pass. I don't normally like mysteries, but the love story in it was just wonderful. Oh. And the guy was really cute. Probably. Dressed like this, and it looked really great. Neat. She likes being a sidekick. More like a guy. I don't mind it. No, I'm all about that tomboy shit. I think it's a really good look, so I'm glad I don't mind either. You know, the part that's really sort of funny, I actually have no idea how an outfit like this is supposed to feel. Not like emotionally, I mean literally. I have no idea what suits feel like. I've never worn them oh, because she's a computer program, right. Chance for that has long disappeared. Anyway, I just stopped babbling. I'm just really excited, that's all. Did she like upload her consciousness into the computer? That'd be interesting. Suppose I should let you get back into it. Lead on investigator, and your trusty sidekick will help you best she can. Alright. Let's go back to block number trace. I want to see what this thing by mute is. Proper damn gentleman. Transcription fragment from a conversation held with Smith Sangjung. Is that who mute is? Oh, that was how I knew shit had gotten serious. He actually agreed to let me pick the drinking house we went to. My oldest brother only ever humors me when he's really trying to get on my good side. Sangmin is the oldest brother. Well, I mean, it's good for me, but certainly not for him. I'm sure a classy lady like yourself won't be familiar with this kind of place. Haha, no. You know the sort, tucked away in an interior deck, lots of wood furniture that's been stained, not intentionally. Oh, damn. Stained ugh. Gross. Commoners milling about to give a good background soundtrack. And it was run by a woman. Nice lady, too. So it's that sort of place. We arranged to meet up at the door. It's been a while, brother. I'm sorry I couldn't speak to you sooner. He said, trying to be polite. You're full of shit, I said. But hey, it's good to see you. So what do you want? I mean it, he said. He's a bad, bad liar. So here, anyway. At that point, the owner came by, asking what we'd like. The only real thing you need to know about Gina is that she's around my age, she's got the biggest tits I've ever seen in my entire life, and she dresses like a commoner, so you can certainly see them. Oh, he said. Fair enough. This dude, Sangjung, what a scum. Alright, bring your finest soju I ordered, please, she responded. You can't afford our finest. Totally not true, by the way. Alright, he's like, this is just like the frat bro of like nobility. By the way, totally not true. My reputation for being a cheap drunk, completely unfounded. Honest, I have no idea where people get these crazy ideas from. Anyway, far be it from me to argue, I just reply, maybe not, but my brother can. I mean, I knew he was actually going to ask me for money. That was obvious. Might as well get as much as I want out of him before giving him whatever he wanted, right? Yo, actually, this guy reminds me of one of my very close personal friends. It's scarily accurate. What am I doing? Alright. Fine, we'll be sharing that, he said. Then he added, how much to share with you too? She blushed. Amazing, really. She's got a lot of practice dealing with people like my brother, but I saved her the misery of having to flirt back with him. Do you really need more of that kind of trouble right now? With that, he let her go. Anyway, drinks came. We argued about the loose definition of finest, our service did, in the good old days, when father was still alive and we didn't have to work out our problems ourselves. The biggest bullshit ever, I said, is that we're expected to be responsible men here. How did that happen? He laughed, and was now drunk enough to start taking cheap shots. Is that why you've never bothered to be one? Ouch, I said. Damn it, hurry up and pour me more. I'll drink to that. By the way, soju is pretty gross overall. But it's the drink of choice in Korea. For some reason. Flavored soju, on the other hand, is, ambrosia, nectar of the gods. He poured but didn't say anything. Alright, so what is it that you want? I'm getting the impression that you have a problem, that you want discretion because you're talking to me, right, brother? I was right. So where did you put it this time, brother? Put what, he asked. Oh, cut the shit. We both know full well that all your problems in life have always without fail stemmed from you putting your dick somewhere you shouldn't have. He grunted in disagreement, but it's totally true. Was it at least a female this time? Ding! Throwing mad shade. Swear to my father, brother was just right about to punch me. Didn't, though. Instead, he just downed his drink. Yeah, that's a damn problem, he said. She's saying she hasn't bled in 2 months now. A courtesan promised him I'd help. Better she get bought out by me than by my brother, the high magistrate. Well, just less suspicious that way, and that involves nothing unlawful. Believe me now, a proper damn gentleman. That's me. Okay. So, this is Sang-jung talking to Sang-min, his brother, who got the girl pregnant. I see. Smith Sang-jung. I don't really know how to feel about him. I don't know. He doesn't sound like anyone thought he was a very good person. It looks like he never married or anything. I guess he was friends with Mute? Well, that doesn't surprise me. He just seems weird. It sounds like Sojin was kind of off-put by him, and I don't really blame her. I don't know. I have no idea how to judge him. See for yourself, I guess. I had a few more things about him. Alright, so we're learning more about Sang-jung. Maybe eventually why we'll get married. She doesn't seem to be angry about Mute anymore. So, we're gonna talk to Mute right now. And that'll probably be how we end this episode. Go home. Let's see what Mute has to say. Enable AI. Not hashtag, asterisk, mute. Quit. Oh, who's this? What the hell is going on? Who is this chick? Just blonde hair. Remote connection established. Is there somebody out there from outside the ship? Okay, sorry, I'm just taking an inventory of systems right now. Could you give me a second here? I've been out of commission for 622 years. Alright, now we know, what time it is. Right, that's kind of messed up. Anyway, I'm up to speed now. Logs are basically saying that nothing has happened since I went offline except the ship's slowly losing power and the main reactor has seen better days. Good to know. You're the first person from outside the ship I've had contact with. Well, as far as I can remember. I'm Mute, AI in charge of Moonhwa's security operations. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, it looks like I can't actually get any text input from you. I guess that's all this crazy-ass murderess. Yo, what? I am a man. Do you have any idea how hard it is to talk to someone you don't even know that much about? You're right? Yeah. Earth, are you from one of the colonies? I am... Yeah, I think there are colonies. I'm pretty sure. I am from a colony, because Earth probably doesn't exist anymore. My memory only goes back 300 years before getting energy activated, so I'm not really up to date. Interesting. On my knowledge for anything, for the year 0 comes around secondhand from the Pale Bride's childhood diaries, and well, man, they're about as childish as it possibly gets. Yo, I like this chick. But it looks like she's about 12. I'm not about to find out more with that line of questioning, though. What else is important that I can ask binary questions? I know. Are you married yet? No, I'm single, man. Well, I got a waifu, but, that's not here nor there. I don't know much about spaceships or anything, but I can get a visual on yours. It looks really, really small. Yep, just me. Man in the middle of space, all on my own. Awfully romantic. Why is that romantic? All I can think of for now, there's not really a lot to go off. I know, I guess I did the most important things. Yo, Hyun-ae is not asked anything about us. You know if I think of anything else. Okay. Looks like you were going over some logs with a crazy murderous bitch. Yo. I'd love to help you with those instead. As an added bonus, I promise I won't ever commit mass murder, unlike a certain someone. Interesting. And that's what we're gonna end the episode with today. Because, like, what? Hyun-ae murdered everybody? I mean, everybody died in 322. Like, we saw that with the, stuff. Oh, we got different, oh, new helpful note. What do we got here? Smith family tree. Oh, do we have more information? Yeah, alright. So here's what the family is supposed to look like. Not that weird cluttered mess that Hyun-ae did. It looks the same. Here's a few notes of my own that some that women that you might actually care about. Sang-hee, older sister of the main Smiths branch, married into Hwang family in 285. Widowed in 314, taken by younger Hwang, brother in 317, no sons. Married Smith Sang-min, 310, no sons or daughters of her own. Sojin we read about. Sang-hee, I don't think so. But she was also a Smith girl. Okay. Jangmi, courtesan, purchased and married by Smith Sang-min in 313, no sons. Hana, courtesan, entertained by Smith Sang-min, no sons or daughters. They are all in 322. It looks like everybody died in 322. Smith Minnie, Smith Sang-min's daughter by the courtesan Jangmi, promised to Park family, but not formally married. Alright, what do you got to say about this, Mute? I think that speaks for itself, doesn't it? That's what a genealogy is supposed to look like. Hope that's more helpful. I mean, it looks pretty much the same, yo. Like, I don't really see anything different here. But anyway, that's where we'll end this episode today. We're going to explore some stuff with Mute a little bit later. And I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. This is a pretty big revelation. He's saying Hyun-ae killed everyone on the ship. So yeah, I hope you join me next time as we try to get to the bottom of Analogue, a hate story. Peace.